Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Age of Pickleball Insider. I am your host, Claudio. And of course, we are joined by the one and only
Rob, Nunnery. Good to be here. Good. Another week, 2 in a row. Look at us. Progress,
Look,
recovery's going good.
yeah,
Yeah,
you look like you're doing better.
I am. Feeling much better. Still a little stir crazy because I can't really do anything other than walk, and that's pretty much it. So all I want to do is like sweat, and I just can't. I'm just getting so fat, just eating like ice cream every night. Seriously, pizza. Like I'm just crushing food right now. Crushing food.
That's still a choice. You're not medically mandated to eat pizza and ice cream every day.
I know. And Migo, I know. I know. And especially since I'm not like moving to burn calories at all. I'm gonna come back to Manila and just be a roly poly.
Hey, I mean, I saw you've been walking. I saw your stories. You passed by a pickleball
Yeah,
court.
I'm burning like negative calories walking. It's so boring. I would have to walk for a day straight to burn as much as I could do in one pickleball session. But
Man,
walking, hey, look, walking's actually been pretty nice. It makes you slow down a little bit. It makes you kind of notice things around you. It's good to be present. So I've actually really enjoyed walking, and it's been nice because on a serious note, I'm able to walk without pain, like for the first time in like 5 years, which seems so simple, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, when you feel like that for so long and then you can just go on a walk and not have that feeling, you just get really grateful for the small things. So there's been nice parts,
no,
but
yeah,
I'm still coming
that's.
back fat.
I was just about to say. It's great to hear that you just had to ruin it.
No, it is good. All jokes aside, yeah, I'm excited. I'm hopeful and optimistic that I can, yeah, just live the better quality of life without always being tired and always being in pain. And pickleball aside completely, like just to be able to function normally without being miserable is, it's all I want.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Super glad you're feeling a lot better. I actually had some people message. My mom was actually telling me, "Hey, why are you getting Rob back on the podcast already? He still looks sick. Tell him to rest."
I'm like, Migo made me do it. It was not my choice. Migo is just like, he's a tough boss. He's just, he pushes me and pushes me.
Oh man. But hey, speaking of being pushed, the level of pickleball here in the Philippines has gone up. Since you
Yeah.
left, it's gone up.
That's all it took
So
was for me to get out of the country, and then everybody got better.
yeah, so we just had PCL Manila over the weekend, which was a ton of fun. Did it in Mega Mall. It's my first time doing a tournament there since I think April of last year. So it was good to be back. It's probably one of my favorite venues because of how it's set up with the 4 floors. Because Mo has
Is
one
it?
floor.
Oh yeah. So it's not where we did it before.
No. So it's 2 courts on the ground floor, and then the mall goes up 5 levels, all of which can look down and see the first floor.
So it's less spread out and more like centralized, and you can like right on top of the court.
Yeah, so throughout the day, there were just people on all 4 floors looking down to see what was happening.
That's cool.
The amount,
That's
the
really
amount
cool.
of people saying, "Is this ping pong? Is this?" And then there's like, I'm looking at them like, "Do you see a table?" But they're trying, and it was a ton
Hey,
of fun.
introducing the sport. It's great. I would have hit some sky lobs to try to get some of them.
People did. Don't get me wrong; it's a great venue for watching, for getting people to find out about the sport. I'll give you the rundown for the 3 main points from PCL. Number one, Team Saipik came into the event. A lot of people kind of already knew they were gonna win. Saipik, they had Matt Navarro, who I'll talk more about later. He's 15, absolutely crack.
Uh-huh.
They have Randy Lee Kapokyan, goes by Pangkoy. He's won a Super Series before. He's a great, super talented right side player and also really good. He's 18, I think, or 19. And then the two girls, Jillian Rivera, who played in our first PCL here. She actually won. This is before Rising Stars. But then she wasn't able to go to China because of a visa issue. And then the last one, Yvonne, also 19, super strong. These are all some of, if not the top players in the country for their age. And, to have them all kind of stacked on one team, it kind of made it obvious how the result was going to go. They didn't drop a game. They went 12-0 in round robins and then 3-0 semis, 3-0 finals.
Yep. Is this
Perfect
a
run.
is this a I mean, they obviously did it, and they created the team, right? So they did it
Yep.
within the bounds. So is there anything you guys would change in respect to trying to keep it a bit more level, or is it is what it is?
I mean, I think eventually pickleball, like most sports, is gonna come to the point where leveling is just gonna become so arbitrary because people, and now like at the highest level, no one's preventing two strong players from partnering with each other. Teams are gonna play to win, and at a certain point, you have to just let that level of competition happen for
And
people
let
to
people
get
get
better.
better. Yeah, I
Exactly.
agree. I agree.
So, a lot of other teams gave it a shot. Valaris, who this team wasn't able to make it, but last week PCL Davao, Valaris did send the team there also. So they're also going to be in China, a different Valaris team. So they're still going to have representation. And then whoever wins Cebu is also going to come. So
Yep.
outside of SciPic, another highlight is the Chill Academy Aces. So the Chill Pickleball Club, which is one of the bigger clubs here in the Philippines, sent over two teams to PCL, the Elite and the Aces. The Elite is their senior team. All the kids are over 15, and they were the ones who they were saying was going to make it further. And then the Aces have three 12-year-olds and one 15-year-old. Two twins who we talked about last week,
Mm-hmm.
both 12 years old. And fast forward to the end of the round robins, they ended up out qualifying their elders on the other Chill team by 2 points on quotient.
Love it. Love it. Good for them.
But those were the people getting skylobbed because they are
Yeah.
less than 5 feet tall. They are less than 5 feet tall, and then eventually people figured out if we lob these kids, we have so much space.
Yep.
But at the same time, these kids are insane. Genuinely, they beat Team Grabka, which had a guy who was taller than me playing. Granted, I'm not that tall. But if these kids are less than 5 feet tall, that's impressive.
That
There's
is
another
impressive.
team Rockets, who had two 16-year-olds destroyed in the men's doubles by these two kids.
Oh, that's fun to watch.
And then, so they ended up losing
Is
in the
this
semis.
is there a video that we could watch from this? Is it on YouTube or anywhere?
So Philippines is weird. The live stream from the event is on Facebook.
Okay, but it'd be cool, like if we could share that link so the viewers could watch the kids play.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
The
let's
Chua
share that. Let's share
twins.
that in the show notes.
For sure. So the Chua twins, the double Z as their parents call them, they ended up making it to the semis, ended up losing to Team Valaris, and then playing in the battle for third against the other Chill team. And, in the round robins, they lost to the other Chill team 2-0. In the semis, game one, they were up 19-12 against their elders.
Ooh.
And then they started lobbing.
Ooh.
Game ended 19-21 for them.
Oh,
Women's
no.
doubles, I gotta shout out Akila. She is also 12 years old. Taller than the boys because the girls hit puberty first. And then she, against, again, the same senior Chill team, both girls 16 above. 20-22 final score.
At least get
Goes
great games. That's good.
goes to extra time. And it was wild. I don't want to say this on camera, but I think I have to
Say
do
it.
it to
That means
validate
you
what
have
I'm
to say it.
saying.
That means you have to say it.
Yeah. So my dad, feeling so confident with his knee injury,
Oh
asked to
no,
play against the two kids with me as
dude!
his
What is
partner.
Toby cannot help himself.
Yeah. I think we got 7.
And no, no. All right, I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna weaponize that. That's fun. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
No, yeah, I'm not even gonna try and defend it.
And I'm not even
But
gonna put any of. I'm not gonna put any of it on you. I'm gonna put all of it on him.
thank you. Yeah, that's
Yeah. This has nothing to do with
genuinely what
you.
happened.
This is of course.
So last point from the event, and then I'm free. I want to hear what you think after as well. Just giving a quick recap to the audience. MVP of the event was Matt Navarro. He is one of the upcoming stars in the Philippines. He is 15 years old, MVP of the event. And even before this tournament, I knew SciPic was going to be a force to be reckoned with because the last major tournament here in the Philippines was PPL, the Philippine Pickleball League. And he was already in the grand finals playing against Leander and Ruben. Those guys play in PPAs and make it to at least round of 16 a good amount of the time. And he gave him a fight at 15 years old. So this kid,
Is he
you can
in
watch
Manila?
video of him play. He's from Bacolod, which is in Visayas, the middle region of the Philippines.
I
But
mean, the Philippines has like a trillion islands, a trillion different cities. Like, give me and everybody else. Like, how do you get there? Is it an hour plane ride from Manila? Is it a car ride plus a boat ride plus a seaplane? Like, how do you get to this place?
pretty sure it's just a plane ride. Or
Okay.
I think. Yeah. It's like a 1 hour plane ride from Manila going south.
All right. Well,
And
Matt
there's a lot
Matt
of good
Navarro.
players.
Matt
Yeah.
Navarro. You gotta invite to come to Manila when I'm back to train. So seriously,
Yeah.
it's a real invite. So come to Manila when I'm back and when I can actually hit some balls, which well by the time I'm back I should be able to drill and we'll do some drilling sessions if you want. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be heading to China in a month, so he'll also get some training there. I honestly think, and this is completely unbiased, obviously, definitely no bias here whatsoever. I think Team Philippines is stacked for
Yeah,
this year's PCL for the season's PCL. The other countries better be scared. We're coming back for that crown. We
I
lost
like it.
season two. We lost season two. I got faith in these kids.
Yep. I like it. I mean, that's actually been pretty impressive in respect to looking at the juniors coming up. That's what it's all about right now, right? It's like developing that pipeline, and whichever country can really focus on that is going to be a big force in pickleball at a higher level moving forward. So obviously we always talk about how Vietnam is pushing the development side of things. I know my boy Joey Farias is over in Malaysia doing a lot of coaching and helping those players come along. I'm excited to get back to the Philippines and do the same, and also do the same on Hainan Island. But what is your take on, you've been kind of leading the charge in PCL here, seeing what's going on the junior side of things, especially in the Philippines. But do you have any sense of what the junior scene's looking like in Vietnam and Malaysia and all of the other places? China?
I mean, I'm sure like they're doing a great job. I'm sure Vietnam especially, I don't think they even need a training program. I'm sure every club just has some cracked out 13-year-old
Maybe, maybe
that's
not though. Who
kicking
knows? Who
everyone's
knows?
butt. But they might not have formal training. I think just the average level in Vietnam is just so high
Yeah,
that a good amount of the players there are gonna be high level players, even
yeah,
without formal training.
yeah,
Malaysia, I know they are more on the chill side, so I'm curious to see what their PCL is gonna produce. But I'm sure they also have a ton of really talented players, so that's gonna be exciting to see. The country I am most well both excited and scared for as someone cheering for the Philippines in China next month. It's probably going to be Japan
mm,
because they're getting a lot of investment from the global pickleball scene and they are just very good at what they do as a culture. So if one kid gets obsessed with pickleball, their parents are obsessed with pickleball, that kid is probably going to be really dang good at pickleball.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's at the end of March, the finals.
I think first week of April, April 4 and 5, if I'm not mistaken.
God, I wish I could be back by then to see it. That'd be fun to be at. Like I love the fact that PCL is doing Rising Stars. I think juniors is a great place to focus. Uh, that's going to be it's way more fun. Like it's fun watching Uncle play from China, obviously my favorite player. But it's really great for the development of the sport, especially in Asia right now, where it took the U.S. a long time to get focused on juniors. Truly, we probably went the first 2023, 2024. There still weren't junior divisions really. It's just like last year and this year there started being more junior divisions at the different PPAs, APPs. So the fact that, and Asia is behind the growth curve of the US, like we're still on the very early side of it. So the fact that juniors are already a focus and a priority I think it's going to position Asia really well in respect to, 3-4 years from now, where the global pro talent pool is going to be from. Think it's going to be Asia.
Yeah. And I mean, next Rising Stars you can join, you're still in your rookie year of being a pickleball pro,
Oh,
just
I'm
starting out.
early in the, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
My favorite junior pickleball player, Rob Nunnery,
Let's go.
at the ripe young age of.
Juniors under 41.
So going on to your level of the pro side, what do you know about what happened with the APP this week? So for those who don't know, the APP posted that they were signing a bunch of players, which is the
Yeah.
first time they've ever done anything like that. And there's a bit of confusion around what it meant exactly, if there was going to be another tour wars or what happened. So I'm curious what you've heard about that from you being so tight knit with that community.
Yeah. I haven't chatted with many people directly, but I think we heard that QDs is like for 4 tournaments and non-exclusive, just kind of committed to playing 4. I know some of the others are full on longer term contracts and probably a bit more exclusive to the global alliance, not necessarily just APPs. I think, they all announced some of the same. It's a little misleading, but I do think that they still make it, the APP ethos is that, they want players to play wherever they want to. I think the signings just was a way to say that they are committed to the tour and that they are committed to playing the events that, the agreements outlined. But outside of that, from my understanding, is that they could still go play PPAs if they wanted to. They could still do other independent events. They could go teach a clinic in Japan without getting the boot. So I think it was more of probably just like, the fact that we're talking about it right now, the fact that Zane on the Dink podcast is talking about it. I think it's a good move publicity wise. Let's make some noise. They're fading a little bit in respect to the pro scene, doing some good stuff out in Asia, having the Malaysia and Japan events, doing good stuff with the Alliance. But at the same time, getting Sophia to lock in and commit to tournaments that's a big deal. Because I think a lot of people were expecting her to fully go to PPA, which is what Connor actually alluded to in plenty of social posts. So I think she still might play MLP. I'm not sure what it exactly looks like. I might send some notes around after this to get a feel for it, and we can maybe do some updates to the episode. I should have done it before. But as your mom said, I need to rest and I need to recover, Migo. So I have plenty of excuses over here, buddy. But yeah, I think it's a big deal though, because Sophia, I would say, one of the best females, not just APP, but in the world right now, most likely, and probably the most upside in respect to age, and obviously very marketable as well. That's to me, it signals that APP is committed to the pro game, which for a long time, I've wondered a little bit why. I think a lot of people have wondered why. Like, why not just focus on the amateur side of it and focus on running great events, which they do. And you can still generate sponsorships from that. Like, you don't need to be on like linear broadcasts and stuff. Like, you can run a good business having an amateur tour, but not the route they want to go, which, respect to them, it's great for all the pros out there. Just have more options of where to play. Optionality is always a good thing, and it's always leverage for the players, right? So like, I'm sure Sophia's gotten offers from the PPA, and she's able to leverage those offers to the APP and say, hey, look, this is what they're offering me. I like the APP. You guys have been great to me. What can you guys do for me? So it's great for leverage as a player. You're not in a great spot as a player if there's one tour that doesn't necessarily need you because they have a lot of players. It's yeah, the more the better. And I don't think it's, I always say this and it's always very cryptic, but I think the pro side of the sport's just getting started still. And I think, look, 5 years from now, I think it's going to be radically different.
Yeah, I could not agree
So
more.
cryptic.
No,
I'm saying that confidently.
No, yeah, I couldn't agree more. We who are currently playing pickleball are probably in 5 years. Everyone who's playing right now is gonna be in the majority of people. Sorry, in the minority of people who play pickleball. 5 years from now, the amount of people that get to play pickleball and come to the sport for the first time in the next 5 years are gonna be it's going to be more people than everyone who's been playing up till now. Like, when you look at an exponential growth curve, that's just how it's going to work out. I've already had so many new people reach out to me asking how to play, asking where to play. As I made a post from the PCL event, and I had people asking me how to join a club, what battles to get. So there's so many people. Like, we think the community is already so big just because we're so exposed to it all the time. But there's still such an untapped market that pickleball can still reach.
No. We need to leave that. Yeah.
Okay, this one I will leave it. And this is cryptic. We are coming up with a new racket sports store concept that may or may not include an in-store court.
Dope.
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, we can keep talking just like as we like this. We should leave all this in. I've got a proposal for you guys, Toby Sports. Legitimately, I do. I do. Like, around being a distributor for something. I'll tell you more.
More cryptic things that we're just leaving in.
I'll tell you more.
Okay.
I have the rights to the Philippines for something, and I want to work with you guys on it.
Okay, I'm curious. You have me curious now.
It still needs to be finalized on my end, but it's sure enough to where we should go ahead and talk about it, though.
Okay, so now the audience knows there is a store that involves rackets that may or may not be opened in the near future, and there is a product that may or may not be put in stores in the near future.
Available in the Philippines everywhere. Brought to you by Rob Nunnery and Toby Sports. But let's also not forget the other cryptic thing is that the pro landscape's going to look radically different in 5 years. And that's not a throwaway comment. That's a guarantee.
I also know what you're talking about, I think, and I could not agree more. So, yeah, we'll leave that to simmer with everyone.
Simmer, baby. Low heat, low heat.
The cryptic thoughts. So,
What else we got?
I mean, we have some upcoming events. So, PCL Cebu, I don't know if they're going to be streaming that, but I really hope they do. That's not us. That's not me. So, good luck to the
Should I go
tournament
to Cebu?
directors.
Migo, is Cebu worth going to?
Cebu is absolutely worth going to. The beaches there are great. And
I just
also just
always see that there's like earthquakes and stuff there. It feels like Cebu's like where everything like floods and earthquakes. It feels like they just have the worst luck.
no, that's just everywhere. I'm
Fair.
pretty sure we had an earthquake this morning. It's just part of being near the equator, man.
Fair. How is it? Is it super hot there right now? It's like
Yeah.
always the same. It's just hot and
No,
humid.
so we're about to enter summer. You weren't here during summer.
I got there into summer. I got there like September. I actually did visit the first time in July, so I was there for a little bit. It was hot.
Yeah, that's like end of summer. It's hottest like April to May. That's when
Yeah.
so you're a bit lucky you're gonna miss that. And
No,
then
I think I'll probably be back. I'll be back in April at some point.
oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Even I didn't know that. That's
Breaking
great.
news. Well, hopefully, I've got a doctor's appointment follow up beginning of April, and then based on that, as long as I get cleared for additional activity and travel, my plan is to get back over there and get back to it. Start hanging out with my boy Migo, doing these in person.
That's gonna be great. I cannot wait for that. Quality will get better as soon as Rob gets back.
Well, we'll have decent lighting. You won't be sitting in a dungeon.
You won't make me record at 11 p.m.
I don't make you do anything. I'm sitting here recovering from surgery. You're making me be here.
Oh man, yeah. So it's one of those episodes.
What's that mean? One of those episodes. Oh, I talked to Richard from Ram Sports this morning. Shout out to Ram Sports who sponsors this podcast. They're the best. Got the apparel here. Love this shirt. It's a nice dry fit material. And this is like one of the more chill shirts. They have some like dope jerseys, which, probably shouldn't play in, but they're so fun. Like they're literally button up jerseys. Like they got like unique, it's just cool, unique fashion. I would say like if I'm going to recommend, like let's get the button up like that because it is cool, but just a little lighter material. Like if we could get that with this material, then I would actually play in that all the time. And it would be like a good signature look for Ram Sports. That aside, couple things for Ram Sports. Got some more paddle variations coming. Typhoon's going to be in the 16 millimeter, which is going to be awesome. They're going to have a wide body as well, 14 to 16, and they're also going to have an elongated handle. So some cool things happening with the paddles. And then one of the marquee pros for Ram Sports, Rose Van Reek. I don't know if I should actually announce this, but she's going to get her own. We can cut this if we need to, but she's getting her own signature paddle and going to work on designing that at the factory, doing some work behind it. So really cool to see that. I've got some things in the works as well with Ram in respect to maybe a little collaboration with an organization I work with in the States for Crohn's, and then also Ram, and that's going to be likely my signature paddle, which, it's still early stages, but that could be coming within a month. So really awesome updates with Ram Sports. Obviously, they are a close partner with PCL and growing the sport with the Rising Stars, having the boarding academy on Hainan Island, having the facility on Hainan Island, Ocean Flower, where they held the WPC. They've got a new facility in Longgong that's crushing it. It's got stadium courts, really cool studio court. It's really busy. It's doing really well. We've got new coaches coming on board. Dion Lim, who actually played in PCL, the one we were at, Migo, in Shenzhen, Mission Hills. Mm-hmm. So she played for the China team. She's a college coach in the U.S. and we connected, and she's going to help coach at the academy, which is going to be amazing. She's great coach, especially a lot of coaching experience on the tennis side as well as pickleball side. So excited to have her on board. Just a lot of awesome things happening with Ram Sports. So just want to take a little time to give them a big shout out.
On top of that, just touch on a few things for the coming weeks. I have a tournament this weekend. I'm playing with my dad. I will get you footage of that, and I think we should do another Rob roasts.
Yes, we
Rob
should.
roasts episode.
Yes, we should.
So that's something to look out for. And on top of that, all the tournaments are finally coming up. The big one being PCL China. We are going to be doing a big sports predict thing for that, and I am so excited for that. So again, since we're wrapping up, thanks Sports Predict. We're gonna be doing a contest for PCL where I'm gonna take Rob down. No.
I got an email the other day, Migo, from Sports Predict. I think it was like an automated one, but it was like, you're the #1 picker in the world for pickleball. We'd like some of your feedback on, the product. And I was like, look, as the #1 pickleball predictor in the world, happy to give some feedback.
Where did that come from? Where
did what come from?
They're just sending you
my
email?
my #1 world ranking? It came from being an elite predictor. What are you confused about or forgetting? I finished #1 in the ranking of the PCL Manila. I'm elite.
Okay, we need to get more pickleball sports predict events up.
Why? So I can just like break away from the field even more?
Okay, so yeah, to whoever's watching this, please help me. I got to deal with this on, unfortunately, a weekly basis.
Well, look, once I'm not able to state fact, it's just like you just don't like the facts that I'm presenting. It's not like it's not an opinion. It's not like this isn't editorial,
There's
subjective
no way.
stuff. It's just literally objective facts of what's real and what's not. What we should do, though, amigo, actually, especially on progressive tournaments, not progressive tournaments, that sounds like, I don't mean like progression draws, whether it's the APP or whether it's the PPA, we should start mixing in some of those, because I think, there's a very wide audience there, obviously, in the States. And I think a lot of people would like to predict on that and see how they stack up. And nobody's really doing good predictions in the States. So let's do like the next PPA progressive draw. We can talk to Sports Predict on that, as well as the APP. But it'd be fun to do a bit more of the mainstream as well, just so we can get a lot of interest in it.
Yeah, for sure. Just quickly, if you guys have no idea what you've been talking about for the past 5 minutes, Sports Predict is a sports prediction platform which, gives you all the fun of predicting on sports, letting you brag to your friends like what Rob's been doing, and also
I'm
win
not
prizes.
bragging. I'm just stating actual facts and rankings.
I can't even think of anything else to say anymore. But anyways, it's all that fun without any of the gambling, no money.
And you also win prizes. You don't risk money, but you can win money. You can win stuff, paddles. Like Ram's been really generous on a lot of fronts, right? They're helping with PCL and donating paddles and stuff. They do a great job helping us with Sports Predict and providing paddles and gear and apparel and bags to prediction winners. So we will have prizes for everything, but you're not putting any money up. Free to enter, really fun for bragging rights, obviously. And somebody could try to take me down as the world #1. But right now, it's my title. Like, I am world #1 pickleball sports predictor. I mean, what do you want me to say?
I'm turning what the face he just made into the thumbnail. But anyways, to spare you all from the remainder of Rob's bragging, that's about it for this week's episode of Asia Pickleball Insider. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Sports Predict and Ram Sports, for your continued support. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for more of Asia Pickleball news. Thanks so much, guys.
Hey, and if you share this, share it. Let's do a giveaway too. Let's do a giveaway.
Okay. For those who stay till the very end.
Well, we can keep this going. This is fun. Everybody likes this. But we'll ship a paddle to whoever, I don't know, we could figure out the measurement. Whoever shares the most, or let's create some kind of referral giveaway. You know how to do this. Or Keith knows how to do this. Somebody knows how to do this, how to set this up. Let's do a giveaway though.
All right. You guys heard it.
Free paddle coming to somebody, whoever wins the giveaway.
Or
do you win a giveaway, or is it just like a random thing?
You win a giveaway.
All right. We'll do a giveaway. Paddle's coming, but you need to do stuff. You need to at least follow us or subscribe or share, help us grow, like do something for us. Like, we're doing this based on our own like love for the game, and just I get to see Migo and hang out with him each week, looking at him in the dungeon. But okay, bye. Okay.